So I do this too.
No, come on.
No, I don't want to do this too. Not just good. And good.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Hold on, I wonder if I can send this up, right? Hold on, that's TikTok, man. Let's send it out. I'll go to YouTube now. 18 people here. I'll go to YouTube, right?
Sure.
Yeah, good there. I tell them TikTok, they can go to YouTube too.
I sure.
Nah, you're not showing me, babe.
Good.
I could sense your frequency from almost miles away.
One is in the section 2 of the ceremony, then you have to turn off, that'll be different. Other 2, another section 2, another is very next question.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, everyone. So we stick into the code. Every night we'll be going live for 30 minutes to do 2 questions. This week we'll be doing questions ones and twos. Come here, Aki, and let me help you. No, they won't see you. They're not seeing you. Here, seeing you exactly screen. Good night, Chrissy. Could you come? Let me help you quick. Others, YouTube are giving YouTube some time to come online. What should I look in here? Watch. Come. Right, guys, we live for 2 questions. Only 2 questions we're doing. Come now. We started in a while. That's all. I'm going to help my daughter with her SEC question here.
Questions.
2 questions and then we'll start. So you all let's just give everybody a little time to come in. Come in live. You all can try this question meanwhile. We have 2 questions upon 2 parts. 1A, part 1 and 2. You all can try by the meanwhile. All right, go ahead.
So, you want to start number 28?
Yeah, let me go 28 first.
28.
Right. So Sam left home at 10:45 a.m. to go shopping. She waited 20 minutes for a taxi. Her journey took 3/4 hours, right? After shopping for 2 hours and 35 minutes, she returned at home at 4:05 p.m. How long was her journey, her return journey? So let me take it in steps. What's the question?
I thought I had to add everything here, but then I'm looking for it. And I think that I just have to subtract.
No, you have to add. So you have to add 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And
then you add in
3/4 of an hour.
an
and
hour.
And 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Right, so 3/4 of an hour is 45.
Yeah.
Right? So. And then you have to add 2 hours, which is 60 minutes. 60 and 60. Right? 120 minutes. Then add 135 minutes. And then you're taking it away from 4:05 and see how long it took her to reach home, right?
4:05.
Yeah.
I have to take it away from 4:05.
At 4:05 p.m. she reached home.
And 4:30. I don't understand this question.
After 4 innings, a batsman. Hey, good night, everybody. One will, good night. Hey, Andrew, good night. Isaiah Boss, good night. Brandon Lucas, good night. TikTok, and good night. Everybody, just give me a little minute. That's happening. I'm finishing a question. My daughter, I can show them it, you know.
No.
No, I need to show them it. I need to do some SEA lives too, boy.
Yeah,
right. After four innings, every Saturday I'm gonna do SEA lives.
Yeah, because SEA close around 6.
Yeah, I think we'll do SEA every Saturday Hey, Antoniel, good night, brother. Right, we're just giving everybody some time to come in. We'll start in about 5 minutes. We started in 5 minutes, TikTok. 5 minutes we started. 2 questions alone we're doing. Question 1s and 2s this week. Next week we'll do question 3s and 4s. After 4 innings, a batsman had a mean score of 75 runs. In his next 2 innings, so in 4 innings, that's his mean, right? Then in his next 2 innings, his mean increased by 8 runs.
So does that mean it increased by the second term?
No. He scores 36 runs more in the 5th match than the 6th match. How many runs did he score in the 5th and 6th match, right? So what's something? Give me a pencil. No, I'll write it right here. Right? So the mean for the first 4 innings would be 75 runs, right? Mm-hmm. So I call it A, B, C, and D is equal to 75, right? All over 4. Right? And then they said in the next 2 innings, his mean increased by 36 runs, right? So this increased by 8 runs.
Yeah. Really confusing for you.
He scores 36 runs more in the 5th match than the 6th.
So the 3rd did not add in any extra 8?
For the 36.
So no, for the 3rd, it just get off to add anything, right?
For the 3rd what? What do you mean by the 3rd?
The 3rd match. You don't have to add.
Hey, good night, everyone. We started in 3 minutes, right?
So for the 3rd one, you don't have to add anything, right?
I don't understand why you keep saying 3rd. Why you keep saying 3rd?
Because I just seen how it increased by 8 runs.
Right, so the mean in his next 2 innings, so that's after the 4th. So that's the 5th and 6th innings. It increased by 8 runs, right?
So for the 6th, they'll still have to increase by 8 or?
Yeah, for them next, the mean increased by 8. Right? Hey, good night, Karishma. Yeah, plenty people on the live, boy. All right. Kiana, let me eat up this live.
I'll start.
And then do 20 by meanwhile. This is not going to take me long. Guys, we're just doing 2 questions. We're trying to be consistent. You know what I say, boss boy? Mia, hi. Yeah, Mia. I hate them innings questions too. I had to solve that for my daughter when we done. Right. All is 9:08 ready to start. Good night, TikTok. Good night, YouTube. TikTok, your quality will be poorer than YouTube, eh? YouTube will have a better quality. We have 21 people on YouTube. We have 61 people on TikTok, right? Let's go. We ain't sticking 2 questions. We're trying to take half an hour, 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying for us to be consistent. I believe y'all can give me 35 minutes every. I believe y'all can give me 35 minutes or 30 minutes every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? So let's go. So I have my calculator here. They said using a calculator or otherwise determining the exact value of 2.5 minus 1 1/3 plus 3.5. So what I'm going to do, since we only have minusing and addition, we're going to work out these 2 first. We can just move from left to right. So we're going to do 2.5, sorry, not 2.5, 2 2/5 minus 1 1/3, right? Let's do that. 2 2/5 minus 1 1/3, right? This is going to give us, so I just want to show you all how we get 2 2/5, right? If you see the calculator. So you're going to go 2 2/5 minus 1 1/3, press equal. That is going to be 1 1/15. Right? So it's going to be 1 1/15. That's how I want this pen to be a little thicker. 3. All right? Right. So we have 1 and 1 over 15 plus 3.5. So you're going to your calculator now. Right, you're going to your calculator now and you're doing 1 and, well, it would have 1 and 1 over 15 on your calculator already. So just add 3 and 1 over 2 to get 4 and 17 over 30. Comment yes if you got this, please, for number 1. Comment yes if you got this for number 1. We're strictly using calculators here. We don't have time to work this out normal, unless you know you can do it. Right, go ahead. Comment yes if you got this, please. YouTube, did you all get this? Right, very good. Scrolling down. Right, let me see if I can zoom in some more here. Right, so now we have 4 and 4.14, sorry, divided by 5.7 in brackets plus 1.62 to the second power, right? So we're going to use our calculator to work out the first bracket there, which will be 4.14 divided by 5.75 equals. So this will be equal to, no, it's too big as I zoom in. Hold on, Boom. Right. So this will be equal to 0.72 plus, now I'm going to work out 1.62 squared. And this will give me 2.6244. And then when you add these two things together, I will get 3.3444. Right? So this here would be my final answer. Comment yes if you got this. Comment yes if you got this. Okay, we move in, the train move in. Right, straight multiplication. This year was, so I basically start from 2015 and I said I would come back to 2025, 10 years of past papers, right? But I'm glad I started 2015 because these questions were extremely easy. So that's doing 2 multiplied by 3.142 multiplied by 1.25, and I will get 7. So this is straight calculator. You will get 7.855. Right? Simple answer, proper thing. Right? Scrolling down. Yeah, this was an actual exam, guys. Right. So here we're going to do square root of 2.89. 2.89. You all could work at same speed with me because I'm working it on a calculator here. Square root of 2.89 will be 1.7 multiplied by tan 45 degrees. Now I must make sure that my calculator, make sure on top of your calculator, that's not right. Make sure on top of your calculator you are seeing DEG, right? Please make sure on top of your calculator you're seeing DEG. On some calculators it might just have D. Your calculator must be in degrees. And I'm going to work out tan 45, which is 1. So 1.7 multiplied by 1 will simply give me 1.7 as my answer, right? Hope everybody have this here. Okay? Scrolling down. We move with some good pace here. We ain't looking to stay here later than 9:30. This is what you call constant revision, right? 2 questions every night. Well, not every night. For 3 nights of the week, we can't go wrong. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Make sure they're here. The table below shows a shopping bill prepared by Miss Rue, right? The prices of some items are missing. So you basically want to find for X, Y, Z, calculate the value of X, the cost of 1 kilogram of sugar. So if 3 kilograms and we don't know the unit price, and they are saying that the total cost price is 10.80, to find out the unit cost price, which is X, this will be equal to 10.80 divided by 3, which will give me what? 10.80 divided by 3 would be 3.6. That is my X. Now, they are saying that if the cost price of 1 kilogram of rice is 80 cents more than 1 kilogram of flour, calculate the values of Y and Z. So if the cost price of 1 kilogram of rice, so 1 kilogram of rice is here, is $80 more than 1 kilogram of flour. 1 kilogram of flour is 160. So if it's 80 cents more, Y would be equal to 160 plus, point to note, 80 cents would be 0.80, right? When we add up this, we would get how much? 1.6 plus 0.80, which is 80 cents. You'll get $2.40, right? That is my Y. Now we have to proceed to find Z. So we got here to be $2.40, right? So to find Z, it will be 4 kilograms of rice multiplied by 240 would give us the value of Z. So Z, this is our cost up here. I calculate the value of X, the cost. So I needed to put $sign here, guys. I needed to put $sign here. Okay, so this is Z now. Z will be equal to $2.40 multiplied by how many kilograms of rice? 4. Right, we're again here. 4 kilograms of rice. Right, so this will be 240 multiplied by 4, which will give me $9.60. Very good, guys. I see YouTube belting out some answers too. $9.60. Excellent. 75 people on the live. That's what we're talking about. The lives will be, I see people asking what days will be the lives. The lives would be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. I might do one more over the weekend because I did not do any Tuesday this week. So I might do one probably Saturday evening or Sunday evening, but I'm trying to stick to Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 p.m. every night. No, I can't make Saturday evening. So I will let you all know when I want to do the makeup for Tuesday this week, right? Right, CXC questions, yes. A tax of 10% of the total cost price of the 3 items is added to Ms. Rose's bill, right? What is Ms. Rose's total bill including tax? So we have to find 10% of the total cost. Total cost is what here, boy? We got to calculate the total cost. So it will be 1080 plus 960. Here was 960, right, guys? Okay, 1080 plus 960 plus 320. Somebody work out that for me. So the total bill, 1080, there's a dot, plus 960 plus, what's the last one, by? 320. 320. Right. Anybody add it up? They say 2360. That's why I like how this looking here. And we can move that $sign. Right? $23.60. That's the total bill. So 10% of that, which will be a tax. Tax would be 10%, which is 10 over 100, multiplied by 2360, right? Which will give me, these zeros cancel. So it's like 10 into 2360. It means you're moving your point once to the left, right? So this will be equal to $2.36. That's my tax. So therefore, my total bill, including tax, right? So bill including tax would be equal to 2360 plus $2.36, which will give me what? Hit me there, guys. What you again? 25.96. 25.96. All right. That is my total bill, including tax. Very good, Mia. Jeremiah, I see you there, bro. Scrolling down, we ain't sticking, right? We not sticking. Okay? I realize the Kitaki and see my answer there. All right, let's go. All right, so this is number 2, part A. Given that A is equal to 4, B is equal to 2, C is equal to -1, calculate the value of A minus B plus C. A is 4, B is 2, and C is -1, right? So one of the things we could do here, you can say 4 minus 2 is 2. Then you have to say a positive and a negative will give you a negative. 2 minus 1 will give me 1 as my answer. Right, let's go, Jeremiah. So we have 2a to the power of b, right? 2a to the power of b will be 2a, which is what by? A was 2? No, a was 4. 2 by 4 to the power of 2. I believe b was 2, right? Yes, b was 2. So 4 to the power of 2 would be 2 by 16. And 2 multiplied by 16 would give me 32. That's my answer straight up, 32. Okay? Proper thing. Going down. A bottle contains 500 ml of orange juice. Write an expression for each of the following. The amount of juice left in the bottle after pouring out P milliliters, right? So if I want an algebraic expression to express how much juice will be in the bottle after pouring out P milliliters, you had 500 milliliters initially, and if you want to minus P or you want to pour P, it would simply be 500 minus P. Top, done, right? 500 minus P. Now, you're pouring out Q glasses, each containing R ml. So, same 500 milliliters, and you're going to pour out Q glasses containing R ml, which would be Q multiplied by R or just QR, right? That is all there. Okay? Proper thing, right? Scrolling down. Write as a simple fraction, as a single fraction, simplify as simply as possible. Bad English there. Anyway, they wanted to simplify it, right? As simple as possible, right? So there we go. What is my HCF here? You have to find your HCF here first. First things first, my HCF of 3 and 5 would be 15. So I'm going to say 3 into 15 would be 5. You're multiplying here by 5, right? And then 5 into 15 would be 3. You're going to multiply here by 3, right? So I'm going to put it 5 in front. So I'm going to put 5 by 2k here. Plus, I'm going to put it 3 in front too. 3 by 2 minus k, right? So we're going to simplify, right? 5 multiplied by 2k would simply give me 10k, right? People sending 15 here. Where that 15 coming from? Right, yes. Oh, you're talking about the LCM. All right, good. So 10k plus, now this 3 needs to be multiplied by both the 2 and the negative k because we have minus in the middle here, right? Because we have minus here, you multiply by both the 2 and the k. So 3 2s would be 6, and then 3 multiplied by negative k would give me negative 3k all over 15. So you can only add or subtract the like terms, right? So the only terms I can subtract here actually would be 10k minus 3k, which will give me 7k. And then you're going to have plus 6 all over 15, right? So this is the furthest we'll go here. This is the simplest form, right? Everybody good here? Thanks, Aaron. Thank you. 31 people on the YouTube. Right, let go. 4 mangoes and 2 pears cost $24, while 2 mangoes and 3 pears cost $16. Write a pair of simultaneous equations in X and Y to represent the information given above. So 4 mangoes, we can put as 4, let X represent mangoes, right? Let me write that here. Let X be mangoes and Y be pears, right? So we would have now 4x plus 2 pears, which is 2y, is equal to 24, right? And then the second one will be 2 mangoes. Remember, x is mangoes plus 3 pears, y is pears, is equal to 16. Equation 1, equation 2, right? Scrolling down. State clearly what X and Y represent. Oh God, I done right now above. X represent mangoes and Y represent pears. Okay? Scrolling down. Factorization. Right? So factorize, we have a, let me write it a little bigger here. We have a to the third power minus 12a. We want to factorize out the lowest, the highest common factor, not lowest common multiple, the highest common factor, right? So what we're going to do here, the HCF of a to the third power and 12a to the first power is going to be a to the first power, just a. So I'm now going to divide a into a to the third power. Minus the powers, a to the first into a to the third will leave you at a to the second, minus a into 12a would leave me with just 12. Right? The a's is like the a's cancel. Okay, the a's cancel. So that's it there. We can't do anything further there. Right? Scrolling down. So my beautiful quadratic equation here, we have 2x squared minus 5x plus 3. So my method, you multiply a, which is the number in front, x squared, by c, right? Remember, quadratic is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic, right? I'm multiplying a by c to give me 6. 3 2s are 6. The middle number comes underneath here, which is negative 5. I'm looking for 2 numbers that can multiply to give me this, that can multiply to give me the number above, and the same 2 numbers must add or subtract to give me the bottom number. Those 2 numbers would be negative 6 multiplied by positive 1, right? Negative 6, no, wait. I'll use 2. Hold on. I'll have to use 2 and 3, or 3 and 2. I'll have to use negative 3, right? I want to show you something why I knew that was wrong. I just wrote it down and I knew it was wrong. I had negative 6 and positive 1, right? Watch it. Negative 6 multiplied by positive 1 would give me negative 6, but I want positive 6. So I know straight off the back this is wrong, right? It's going to be 3 and 2, right? But 3 multiplied by 2 would give me 6, yes, but then 3 plus 2 would not give me negative 5. So in this case, I'll have to make the 2 of them negatives, right? So negative 3 multiplied by negative 2 would give me positive 6. And then negative 3 minus 2 would give me negative 5, right? I put the x's here one time, right? So these 2 terms would replace this term in the middle here, right? So it's like this and this would replace this, okay? So this will be 2x to the second power minus 3x minus 2x plus 3, right? So if we factorize 2 at a time, right? Once you have 4 terms, you factorize 2 at a time, right? So the LCM, the HCF here, would be x. X is the only term that could go into both 2x squared and 3x. So x into 2x squared will leave me with 2x. And then x into negative 3x would leave me with 3. Okay? Bring down the minus sign in the middle here. 2x plus 3. The only terms that could go into 2x plus 3 would be 1. Right? Well, the only number that could go into those two things would be 1. Negative 1 into negative 2x would leave me with positive 2x. And negative 1 into positive 3 would leave me with negative 3. My two brackets are the same here. The 2 would become 1, right? So I'll have 2x minus 3, and then I will have x minus, not 2, x minus 1. So this will be my complete factorization, right? 9:30 on the dot, right, guys? So I will see you all more than likely. I feel more than likely to be by next week, Tuesday, right? So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let me write that up here so you can see. We only do 2 questions every day. I ain't doing more than 2 questions. I don't have time to do more than 2 questions. Right now, my daughter sitting down right next to me waiting for me to do maths with her also. Right? So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9. I just put in from 9, right? From 9 p.m. Right? YouTube and TikTok. Right? The tiki-talkie. Okay, guys, we have come to the end of our live, right? I will be doing question 3s and 4s next week, even though I feel I could do some more question 1s and 2 next week, because I only do 2 questions here, and I only do 2 papers here, and I find these 2 papers so easy. So we could probably do one more day. At least the Tuesday, we'll do some more question 1s and 2s, and then from Wednesday, we'll go on to question 3s and 4s, right? So we going through, and then once we reach the end, once we reach question 10, we coming back to question 1. That's how we run it, right? So let's take care of yourself. Peace and love. Mr. Seret is out, right? YouTube, TikTok, we gone. Good night, everybody. End stream 1 time. Later, guys.